Good morning, children. So today we are going to talk about from workbook. First of all, we are going to talk about two things today. That is, first thing is going to be from workbook. Okay, because from the first chapter, Alice meets the white rabbit. From there, I had given you three exercises to solve. That was question number B, C, and E. So B and E, most of you all already have solved, but most of you had problem with question number C. You had problem in understanding the thing. Some of you have solved. That's very good. But I'll be explaining it now with one or two examples, and then I'll be providing you the answers also, so you can match your answers from with that which I'll be giving. Okay, so here first of all what is said is there are two things to be seen here. After this, then we will proceed to our next chapter. So first of all, in question number C, what is said here is, look at the meanings of these expressions. There is a box, a green box made, and there are some expressions written: break a leg, break down, tough break, break the ice. That means with the word break, various expressions are made. And now the first instruction that is given to us is to see the word meanings. Okay, the meanings of all these words, of these phrases, with the help of the mini dictionary at the back of our book, workbook. We have got a mini dictionary here, so we'll have to check this out. So there you can find all the words. This break a leg, let me find it out. Break a leg, yeah, break a leg is there. Then break down is there just below it. Then break the ice, yeah, break the ice is also there. Then tough break is also there. So all these words with break, these are all mentioned here. So let us see what is the first expression meaning. Break a leg. Now what is the meaning of this? It means to say something, to make, break a leg means theatrical slang to mean good luck, to wish someone good luck for any event. Now let's see, this is the first part we have done. Now our next job or next thing to do is, we have to see now, according to the meaning, this meaning will be suited or will be suitable in which question. Here good luck, according to good luck, we can see in question number 3. What is the question? We wished Nisha good luck before her first dance recital. This is the question given. Now we have to use the particular expression break a leg in this sentence suitably. So we can write, we told Nisha to break a leg before her first dance recital. Have you understood? First of all, what we did? We saw the meaning. What is the meaning of the sentence break a leg? Then we saw where it is suitable to put, okay, according to the meaning. And then we are replacing or we are rewriting this sentence, this question number 3, properly, so that it means or it makes a meaningful sense, taking that particular meaning together here. Okay, let us take one more example. What is the next one? Breakdown. Okay, let's see what is the meaning of breakdown. The sudden malfunction of a machine or a vehicle or a person. Sudden malfunction, that means sudden malfunction. You know, malfunction means something which is working smoothly, but suddenly it gets what do you say that it starts working improperly, it does not work properly, so that is called malfunction. So where does it suit? It can be suit in 5 number. We had to use the stairs as the lifts stopped working suddenly. I hope you have understood now. So what we will write, the question is, we had to use the stairs as the lifts stopped working suddenly. We had to take the stairs, or we had to use the stairs as the lifts broke down suddenly. Have you seen where the particular words are replaced by those expressions in the box? So I hope you have understood this. The remaining answers I'll give you. You just match with that and you go through this explanation. So our workbook, the smaller part, is done. Now we will start from our main book, the second chapter, that is the starting point. You all have known about the story Milkha Singh. Yes, so by the very first line, or the very introductory line, that is about Milkha Singh, it is an extract from The Race of My Life by Milkha Singh. By this word itself you can understand that this story is going to be about Milkha Singh, and you all have almost watched the movie also, Bhag Milkha Bhag. So let's start this. It's going to be very interesting. So before we start talking about, see here in the the first thing is why the chapter is named the starting point. What does this starting point means? Here, while you will be reading the story, you will get to see that the starting point means that point of his career, of Milkha Singh's career, when he started getting opportunities, or the starting point which led towards his becoming a world-class athlete. Okay, now here we will be talking about those incidents, or those starting point incidents. But before that, let us talk about who Milkha Singh is. He is still present. Okay, he is still alive. So the very first question this comes is, who is Milkha Singh? So for this, I would tell you that you will mark the very first introductory lines. All this paragraph, you will mark this. Okay, the full paragraph you will mark. So let's see what is written here. Milkha Singh, also known as the Flying Sikh, is a former Indian track and field sprinter. He represented India in the Commonwealth Games in 1958 and the Summer Olympic Games of 1956, 1960 and 1964. Milkha Singh is best remembered for his 4th place finish in the 400 meters final at the 1960 Olympic Games. His 4th place time of 45.73 became the Indian national record then means at that time, and was held for almost 40 years. So the first thing that we get to know is Milkha Singh was also known as is known as Flying Sikh. So he is a former Indian track and field sprinter. Sprinter means runner who can run very fast. Racer, one who runs in the race. So he is the track also and field runner also, racer. He represented India in the Commonwealth Games in 1958 and the Summer Olympic Games in 3 years, that is 1956, 60 and 64, 3 years. And also he is remembered for his coming 4th in the 400 meters final in the 1960 Olympic Games. These are the introductory information about Milkha Singh. This will carry 2 marks, okay? And a very remarkable thing to be remembered about him is that once he made a national record that was of 45.73. He came 4th, no doubt, he came 4th, but that record could not be broken for almost 40 years. that was unbeatable, unbreakable up to 40 years. Obviously after 40 years there were more better players coming next. Okay, so this introductory part is done. Now we will talk about the incidents which made him or which helped him become a world-class athlete in his life. Okay, so in the very first paragraph, if you see, 3 fortunate incidents that occurred in January 1953 when I was a new recruit in the army changed the course of my life. So that was the first incident. See, in this story we'll be talking about 3 such incidents which helped him towards the course of his life or towards the course of his career to become a world-class athlete. We'll be talking about 3 incidents. So what is the first incident? We'll talk about the first incident now. 3 fortunate incidents that occurred in January 1953 when I was a new recruit in the army. He was just, he had just been recruited. He had just been got his admission done in the army, and that was the first incident which changed the course of his life. That was the starting. So what happened after he got admitted in the army? After the morning roll call means attendance, just like you used to have when you start your class, morning class. Just in the very first period, your class teacher takes up your attendance. It's the same thing, roll call. So after the morning roll call one Saturday, there was an announcement. After the roll call, after the attendance was taken, there was an announcement that a 6-mile race was to be held the next day. That means this thing is about Saturday. This happened on Saturday morning, and the next day, that means on Sunday morning, there was going to be a 6-mile race. All 500 recruits would participate in this event. The top 10 would be exempted from fatigue duty and be given a glass of milk every day during the training period. Mark this line. All 500 recruits up to training period. So what happened? That morning they were going to be engaged in that 6-mile race, and what was the reward of that? Whoever is that means what was the strategy of that? What prize or what reward was going to be given to the winners, or like that? So how many people are how many recruits or how many members were going to participate in this event? There were 500 recruits or 500 army members. Now from those 500 army members, whoever will be participating in this event, the top 10, the first 10 members who will be coming, that means they will be the fastest. The fastest 10 members would be exempted. Exempted means they will be freed from fatigue duty. Fatigue duty means in army they cannot just sit idly just to be in rest. No, they would have to do many such works, many works that would be of quite stress, and the reward for them was that those 10 members, they will be freed from that. They will not have to do any such duties, and also moreover be given, they would be given, they would be given a glass of milk every day during the training period, and till the time they will be having this training session, every day they will be getting a glass of milk. Here we get our second question. See, our first question was about Milkha Singh. Who is Milkha Singh? I'm very sorry, I'm repeating that. Who was. Who is Milkha Singh? That was the introductory part. That will be your answer. Now second thing here is what would the winners of the 6-mile race be rewarded with? This is your second question. What will happen, or what will happen in this 6-mile race? Those 500 recruits would be running the race, and the top 10 members, who will be coming first, they will be exempted from the fatigue duty, and also they will be given a glass of milk every day during the training period. So this was the announcement done. Now next morning, the day when this race was to be held, the next morning we reported at the starting line wearing canvas shoes, vests and khaki shorts. Canvas shoes you know, vest also you know. Khaki short means shorts, those have the color of khaki. Khaki means the color which the police are wearing. That color is called khaki, not that dark green or blackish one, not that one, the another one that is quite light in color, somewhat like kind of that mustard or yellow color something. That color is khaki color. You can sometime Google also which color is khaki, you will find it out. So the next morning we reported at the starting line wearing canvas shoes, vests and khaki shorts. The whistle blew. That was the indication that now the race will start. The whistle blew and we set off, and they started running. Filled with a sense of mission, I ran as fast as I could. Who is this I here? We are talking about Milkha Singh. So he was filled with a sense of mission. He had something to he had something to achieve. That was his mission, that he has to come within those first 10 members. So that was his mission, that was his that would be his achievement if he comes in the first 10 members. I ran as fast as I could. He gave his full spirit. The reward, why? Now this is the thing, that why did he give all his strength into it? Why was he so much determined to win this race? Why? The reward of getting a glass of milk was a big treat for me. Not that he will be taken away from those duties, those fatigue duty, but the glass of milk every day which will be given to those fastest 10 members, that was the greatest determination for Milkha Singh. Why? Let's see. As I had suffered great want and deprivation in my childhood, because Milkha Singh's childhood was not that great enough. He didn't get much food. He didn't get enough food, enough amount of food that should be got by a child. So he always used to crave for that food. And also if you have seen the movie, then you might have seen that he really liked to drink milk. He really liked drinking milk. So that was also another point, that he gave his full spirit into it. He ran as fast as he could so that he can come among the top 10 members. I took the lead in the first 2 or 3 miles. I would rest a while if I felt tired and then run again when I saw others catching up. He ran as fast as he could. The first 2 or 3 miles he ran very fast. But then obviously that is a human body, how much faster you can run. At a point of time will come when you will it will get tiring for you. You will lose your stamina. So first 2-3 miles he ran very nicely, he ran very fast, but then he felt tired and he thought to rest up for a while. But then again, when he saw that others are coming now and he will be left back, he again started. Luck was with me that day and I finished 6th in the race. So he had to come within the first 10 members. So he came 6th in that race. The names of the 10 recruits who qualified were announced before a large gathering of almost 300 people. So among the members there were around 300 members all gathered together. So the names of the 10 recruits were announced, and among them he was also one of them. So friends, even strangers, wildly applauded and thumped on my back, shouting "Shabash." I was quite overwhelmed by the attention and appreciation I received that night. And after coming 6th in that race, he was very happy, and while he was applauded, that means applauded means he was appreciated by the all the members, his fellow friends and the seniors all were present there, and while he was applauded, that means he was very happy, he was very emotional. That means all the kinds of feeling were involved within him. He was overwhelmed at that time. He was happy also, emotional also, because now he will be not only getting good nutrition, but also he will not have to do any all those duties, and he can much more concentrate in his training session. So when people around him applauded him with the word shabash, he felt very good, and that night was quite very happy for him. And this incident became the starting point of my career as an athlete. Now, see, up to this, and this incident became the starting point of my career as an athlete. If this line comes as an explanation, so you will have to describe the entire thing, okay, from his getting admitted in the army till his running in the race, coming 6th in the race, getting appreciation by the army members, everything you will have to include. That will be more or less, that will be quite a long answer. That will, because this will be an explanation, okay. If this sentence come, then it will be an explanation. Now we had talked about two questions. That first one was who is Milkha Singh, and second one was what would the winners of the 6-mile race be rewarded with, and the third question will be what was Milkha Singh's motivation to win in this race. What was his motivation? The glass of milk. That is only 1 mark. The reward of getting a glass of milk every day will be the great motivation for him to win in the race. I hope this is the first incident you have understood this. Now let's see. So after this thing was passed, as part of our training we had to run 6 miles every day. Now they were more involved to make them much more better. Our instructor was Havaldar Gurudev Singh, who had been with the army for about 15 years. His instructor was Havaldar Gurudev Singh, and this Gurudev Singh, he had been serving in the army for almost about 15 years. Although his task was to train new recruits, and his job, this Gurudev Singh's task was to train those members who used to come new in the army. He was a good runner himself, and he continued to participate in races. Not only his job was to train the new recruit members, new army members, but also he himself was a good runner. He used to run very fast himself, and he continued, and still though he was continuing his job, still he participated in races. I eagerly looked forward to the end of the practice sessions when we would get the promised glass of milk. So everything was good for Milkha Singh, but the most interesting thing for Milkha Singh was to get that one glass of milk at the end of the practice session, because he would love to drink milk. You guys don't, but Milkha Singh liked very much. He loved it. Gurudev was a taciturn. Now we'll talk a few things about Gurudev Singh. Who was he? He was a taciturn. Taciturn means reserved, who doesn't talk so much, who keeps who does not appear to mix up with everyone, just likely to stay away. But it doesn't mean that he was rude. He just was a reserved kind of person, no nonsense kind of a man, and he did not involve himself in any just nonsense kind of thing. He was very straight and straightforward person, but he was reserved. He did not talk that much. His tough exterior, if you see him, that means while Milkha Singh saw him, he appeared to be very rude, but he was not. Okay, he appeared to be very tough. His tough exterior hid his softer, gentler side. He would run with us during training sessions, prodding us with a danda, which means stick, shouting, "Run, boys, run! Run for our regiment." Now, he seemed to be a tough person, but actually from the heart he was a very gentle kind of person, and he used to do his duty quite well, and he would also run with the new army members, those new recruits. Actually, this members who come new in the army, they are called recruits because they are trained. Okay, they are made to train. They are not trained themselves. Okay, they are not experienced, they are inexperienced, they are someone who does not know the proper rules and regulations, so they are trained. They are the people are there, just like Gurudev Singh, they train this people, so that's why this new members, they are called recruits. So he would run with us during training sessions, prodding us with a danda or stick. Now, prodding means, you might be thinking that he would be beating those recruits, but actually it was not. He used to strike them, just in a sense that they would be encouraged and they can run much more faster than their regular running period. And he used to shout, "Run, boys, run! Run for our regiment, run for our unit," so that our unit comes first. I strongly believe that he was instrumental in motivating me to strive to become a world-class athlete. And Milkha Singh believed that the role of Gurudev Singh was a high one to turn him to a world-class athlete. Even today, when I think of his danda, I bow my head in respect, and he puts his head down to show respect towards Gurudev Singh. 6 weeks into our training, the center held a cross-country race. In this event, Gurudev came first and I came second. Again, they participated in another race, and as Gurudev Singh was very talented, more talented than Milkha Singh, so he came first and Milkha Singh came second. Again, I became the cynosure of all eyes. Cynosure means focus, attention, center of attention. I was 20 or 21 at that time, but looked much younger. At that time, that means the initial years when Milkha Singh was admitted in the army, he was around 20 or 21 years. But he looked very younger than his age. I was asked to take part in the brigade meet in Hyderabad, where I was asked to run in the 400-meter event. Now, Milkha Singh used to run always 6-mile race. Now, he did not know what does 400-meter means or how much distance it is. I was greatly surprised because I did not even know what 400 meters meant. I had always run 6 miles. But it was during the brigade meet that the second incident occurred, which made me even more determined to become a great athlete. So here we will stop, but I will tell you to mark this last line just now what I read. But it was during the brigade meet that the second incident occurred, which made me even more determined to become a good athlete. So I'll be providing you how many questions we got? We got 3 questions. You will be after watching this video, you will be writing these 3 questions, and also you better attempt that explanation that I said. See how many things you are marking in your book. That is the first introductory part, who is Milkha Singh. Then I have told you to mark from second paragraph all 500 recruits up to the training period. Be given a glass of milk every day during the training period. This is from the second paragraph. Then from the third paragraph, this one particular sentence, the reward of getting a glass of milk was a big treat for me as I had suffered great want and deprivation in my childhood. This is from the third paragraph. And from the fourth paragraph, the last sentence, and this incident became the starting point of my career as an athlete. And the last sentence, just when I completed from seventh paragraph, paragraph number 7, but it was during the brigade meet that the second incident occurred, which made me even more determined to become a good athlete. This will be your, so how many sentences we are marking? 1. How many things we are marking? Introductory part 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4 and paragraph 7 we are marking. And questions, how many you have got? You have got 3 questions and 1 explanation. The entire first incident, you will get the explanation. Okay, now I am stopping here, because if I go on more now, we'll have to talk in detail about second incident, and the video will be quite long for you. I don't want to make it boring. Just up to this you read, and in the next video we'll complete it. Okay, now by the way, to talk about the word meanings, from page number 14, recruit, sense of mission, big treat and shabash. From page number 15, taciturn, no nonsense, prodding, regiment, cynosure. From page number 17, all. Okay, there are 3 only, we will mark all. And from page number 16, Eureka movement, privilege, barracks and a rule of thumb. You can now go through this word meanings. You will read this chapter up to paragraph 7 and you will solve the question and answers, and you will show it to me. I'll write it and I'll give you a picture of that. Until the next time, stay safe and stay at home. Thank you.